My question to y'all: is there a such thing as a modern man? And if there is the modern man different from the traditional man, and how? What y'all think about that?
Hell yeah. If I go back to what I think about, because traditional men didn't cook or clean. I know my grandfather, if you want to call that traditional, he got paid on Friday, gave a check to my grandma on Friday evening. He took his little portion, bought him a pint, and that was it. He did what he had to do for us. Like he took care of all the bills, everything else. But
Yeah.
iron, cook, clean, none of that.
I think they're one and the same.
Really?
The
How?
traditional man and the modern man.
How?
We was all, what's your definition of modern man?
I think
Modern man is, I would say, is the man that we have today that can, he pretty much domesticated as well as a frontier dude that he can build and everything else. But he
We
also
was always,
domesticated.
that's what I'm saying. We was always doing that.
No, we was, as I, I'm talking the generation before us, they weren't domesticated.
Well, like didn't know how to cook or
All
clean.
yeah, and all that stuff. They weren't
But
doing
yeah,
all
but
that.
how far are you going back?
I'm
traditional.
Like what's traditional?
Okay. What's all right? When we say modern women and traditional women, right? The traditional woman is the one who home taking care of the kids, cooking and cleaning.
Okay.
That's traditional.
And
And the traditional man is the one who's going to work, giving the paycheck. He's not cooking and cleaning. He's just working for the family.
and cutting. The only thing he may do cut the grass and like if no light bulbs can be changed. He do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as like anything like you said, washing dishes, folding clothes, changing diapers,
Yeah.
all that. Like I said, I can't. My grandmother, listen, my grandmother and grandfather. My grandfather woke up in the morning, breakfast was on the stove. Went to work with his lunch bag already packed for him. Came home, dinner's on the stove.
Yeah.
And he just every time he got that check though, that check went to grandma. She took care of. She had to take care of. The kids was good. House was paid for and everything else. But the grass didn't be cut. He outside cutting the grass. He outside putting shelves up and all that kind of stuff. Putting shelves in the house, doing like that kind of manual labor.
And
so, question: do y'all consider yourselves modern men?
I consider myself a modern man.
I'm a modern man.
Okay, but that does bring me to the next question.
Okay.
Was this a carefully laid out plan by the woman to get rid of the traditional man?
Yes.
Because where did we learn to be a modern man?
Wait.
about
see,
playing.
see, this is the thing. No, this is the thing. The women do not want to get rid of the traditional man. That's why modern man is really not out there like that, like modern woman, right? All right. And so the difference I think between a modern man and a traditional man is back in the days, it was all about survival. Like that's the traditional man. It's about survival. Now it's about living. We got money. We know how to cook and clean. We know how to do a lot for ourselves. And we're not looking for a person to do stuff for us. We're looking for a person to do stuff with us. We're looking for a partner. So that's the difference between a traditional man and a modern man.
I just feel like I mean no that you're right, but I just feel like you I guess what you were getting at is that the modern man has been there, but there's no want for it to be brought to light.
Well,
Like we're not women aren't putting a light on it,
correct.
even though we do it.
Yeah.
But there's no talk of it.
You know why? Because women want to go back and forth between modern and traditional.
Right. That's yeah.
Like when the traditional woman, her aspirations was just to be a wife. It wasn't going to school, getting this and that,
Boss
having her
bitch.
own money. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't that. Her aspiration was being a wife, being a mother. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now the modern woman, they get their education, get their money, and then they be like, you know what? When I have kids, I don't want to work anymore. Like that's the line they go
Right.
back and
They
forth.
can back and forth. If they have to, then they a boss bitch. If they don't have to, no, I don't want to be a boss bitch. I just want to get the paycheck and then.
Isn't
stay
that what
home.
they say? That's a woman's prerogative and stuff like that. Like she can choose how she want to move.
Yeah.
And I get what you. Me personally, I think the big conflict that we have, like you saying, about women not doing it because men come into a situation realizing that you do have modern women tendencies, and like you say, we want to build something together. Like I think most men, for the most part, when if it's two people that got good education or good jobs or whatever like that, you can try to take over the world because that's it seems to be like that's the thing that everybody wants to do, try to take over the world one piece at a time.
Right.
Before with traditional men, your check just covered, like you said, survival. There was no real chance in putting this away and trying to buy this and buy that. But then when you got another person's income in, if we can live off my income and use your income to buy a piece of this earth, to build some kind of what we call generational wealth, because I love saying that, but I hate saying it because I don't think we really understand what generational wealth is. But I mean, I think that's what the conflict is, and when a woman decides that I don't want to be the modern woman no more, traditional.
Yeah.
And at what point do you just get what you earn, kind of deal? Like, that's my thing. Like, women, they go through this whole program in life about, oh, I want to be modern, I want to be quote unquote boss bitch. But boss bitches, you can't. We got to a spot in our life where we think we can have it all. You can't be a boss bitch in that same nurturing mom, I guess, at the same. Something's gonna sacrifice it. I think.
Yes.
Same thing. Like, I can't be that entrepreneur mogul out there and don't think I'm sacrificing my family.
Yep.
Because I'm not gonna be home. I know what they say about a man out there. He's never home. I'm out there making money, flipping, making deals and this and that. No sleep. I'm not home teaching my son how to catch.
Yeah, that's true. So that's time that you're sacrificing.
Taking away from
You
family.
can't have both.
Nah. I think that's where our war is, right there. I think that's, where it is. Women don't want us to change from being traditional, but they're evolving to being modern women. And then when modern men ask, what do you bring to the table? They hate hearing that. They think it's because we're broke. No, it's because we want to build an empire, and we can build an empire by ourselves. But if you are quote unquote a boss bitch and you got this and that and whatever, why can't we do that together?
And how you just said that before, build. That's that modern man or traditional man. That's what we all want to do, is build something. It could be an actual physical house or like you're saying, an empire. And with that being said, I didn't know what kind of materials I got to deal with.
Yeah.
And what I got to put into the materials. Like, if you ain't got no wood, I got to go get the wood, because we're going to build this one way or another.
Yeah.
I want to build it with you. Most men, like I said, when I heard some dude say this before, men, when women say, why didn't you marry her and all that kind of stuff, it's that a man would stay with a woman waiting for her to bring herself to a wifely status she deems good enough to marry. She brings herself up to that part. But he'll stay in a relationship for 10, 15 years and never marry you. But he's hoping for the point where you show him that you're worthy of being his wife. On the flip side, if you don't show husband to do, the woman get rid of you right away.
Damn. Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's just that, like you said, that building that whole thing. Because I got to make sure you bring the right material. Because if for some odd reason we decide to go our separate ways, and I invested all the material, all the resources, but now I got to give up either the whole house or half of the house, that it just don't seem fair. When we leaving together, we both decided we don't want to be together no more. And it's not a 50-50 split, because I invested $100,000 in the company, and you made your salary during the time. Now we split. I want my $100,000 back. Nah, you don't get that $100,000. That $100,000 gone.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
So, because she gets her half.
Yeah.
So you don't get your initial investment back. It ain't like the man get his initial investment back.
Right.
Then they split the half. Nah, everything's split in half.
Okay. So Tony, what do you consider yourself? A modern or a traditional? Because I'm putting it to you like this. A traditional man, he paying all the bills in the house.
Modern.
Okay.
Definitely modern.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think men in general sometimes switch back and forth.
Think so?
Yeah, because I mean, they take what they want out of traditional, the traditional man style, I should say. Initially maybe when you go on dates, you're paying for dinner, you're paying for all of this stuff. No, I got you. I'm taking you out. I'm treat you. Da da da. Eventually, when you get comfortable enough, or you're in a relationship long enough, it just kind of instinctively shifts to modern, and then you're, oh babe, you got this you got dinner this week, or I got dinner this week, or you pay those bills, or you pay those bills. I think once you get fully integrated into the relationship, it switches, or the guy might initiate it, but it switches to modern man style. Okay. But initially, it could be traditional because we're trying to court the woman.
Court.
And maybe that's us confusing the whole situation then, because if we come out straight up with our first date, like, hey, I'm a modern man. We can do this. I'm gonna pay for it this time, but we definitely going out a second date.
That's the problem. They don't know how. There's no.
But
Women are not going to accept. They're not going to accept a going. What do you call that?
Called Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah.
There's no Dutch. There's no, or it is, but there ain't gonna be no second date.
yeah, imagine going Dutch, and imagine what the woman's gonna think about you. And
Right.
What's she gonna tell her friends?
But
There's no. He's different. He actually let me pay, and I paid, and we had a good conversation. No, the girlfriend's gonna tear her up.
Yeah.
He did what? Girl, you better lose that number.
and that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like that's when we let other people in our world, society, whatever, dictate how we date. Because at the end of the day, we are just looking for a companion to rock with us through everything, through our good, our bad, and everything else in between.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go out on a date, a initial first, second, third date, I would think you would want to be some kind of middle ground. Because most times, first date, 9 out of 10 times, is a meetup. I'm not picking her up. She's not. I mean, we meeting somewhere.
Yeah, very few women are giving out their address.
Exactly.
So you go pick them up unless you've been talking for a while before you've gone out on your first actual date.
Initial first date, you meet a girl, social media, whatever. Hey, let's link up next Friday. Cool. Let's meet somewhere. And we meeting somewhere, it should be a mutual thing. Like,
If I'm not picking you up, then there's no precedent for me to handle the reins or take over the reins.
Well,
Yeah.
my question is, who makes the date? Who's asking for whose time?
we asked for both. That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
At what
okay.
point?
9 times out of 10, okay, let's say 8 times out of 10, the guy is asking the girl.
All right, if you asking for somebody's time, I think you got to pay for their time. Pay for their time. Yeah, their time.
8 to 9 times out of 10, the guy is asking.
Hey, because how many times we just talked about this before though? Women don't. When do women shoot their shot? Very rare do they shoot their shot.
Rarely.
Then that's fine. Then you don't deal with them.
So if your woman not shooting her shot, if she asks you on a date, and you deciding, hey, I'm not chasing, I'm not asking dates.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a lonely nigga.
So is that your belief or that's the theory of it?
That is the belief. Because
Is that your belief?
My belief, because time is precious, right? So if I ask for somebody's time, I'm a gentleman. I'm gonna pay.
So you're a man about town.
Hold on. What you said? I'm a man. What?
You're a man about town. You
I know people.
You know people. You know.
In these streets.
You be out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Have you been in a situation where you've been asked out
Yeah.
and the woman has
Yes.
paid the whole thing?
Yes.
Expectantly or
How did that? It was just like you didn't even try to reach for the wallet. It was just like,
I reached for it. She done hit my hand.
Oh,
I
okay.
got this.
okay, all right.
I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I'm
Okay.
like, damn.
Well, okay. So that's, I don't want to say it's different, but it's different than just sitting there when that check comes and you just be looking straight.
Yeah. Nah.
Cause that's what they do.
So
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When a woman pays for the bill, she immediately moves to the top of the list.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm thinking of like, damn, I can actually build with this woman. She's not a leech.
Yeah,
Like-
that's how most men think. I believe.
I'm like, man. So
Those
I,
are signs. Those
Yeah.
are signs that we all look for. Like
Definitely.
when she's giving out stuff, or like you saying, "Hey, I got you on this one," or vice versa. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying about the whole time thing, but that right there, what Tony just said though, that's a traditional man thought process. Being that you're and then now you're a traditional man on the first initial date because you asked out, whatever. Then eventually, like he's saying, we transfer into a modern style where we think that it's both ways. It has to be about like the same thing. When I always use that statement before when it comes to even sex. Women feel like we both getting enjoyment
Oh,
out of this.
yeah.
Here. It
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be, but that's what I'm saying. That's that thought process. Oh, I gave you my body. I gave you my body.
Shit.
Like this is
Right.
I gave you. I'm actually giving you part of me. Like I'm exploding something out of my body,
It's part of your soul.
my soul into this
That's
world.
why we get old.
I guarantee you ask 10 women, 9 out of 10 women gonna say the same thing after you have sex. Who was she was gonna always feel like she was the giver at the end of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Doing
saying.
for her.
So she opened up her leg, put in less work, got the most pleasure.
Don't matter. You got a snatch.
You got it, but I'm saying that's the catch.
Oh man.
It's
got
verse
snatched.
right, but I'm saying most men think that way because that's what men brag about. Oh, I got it. Like, no, you gave it up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I thought about it. Yeah, most men do be like, yo, I got that. Well, I got the, but got what?
You gave up yourself. Like I seen one girl, she talk about it. She's like, man, I be getting these, I dog these niggas out. These little thoughts out here.
We don't even put a prize on our member.
Exactly.
Because the prize is always, I got that. Like that's the goal. That was a prize.
Yeah.
I'm the prize too.
I'm pretty good at what I do.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
I'm the prize too.
Yeah, that's not a prize.
It's not,
You don't
but we treat it as such.
Say we don't, but then when a certain level of status of men, they get treated as a prize. When women say, "Oh, they slept with a such celebrity," when all that kind, they actually claiming that as a prize. They got that dude because of the status.
Status.
So is it the status or just the frequency?
Status.
It's the status of the man they slept with.
Because you know why? Women will love to post a picture with a famous person because of status.
Bro, people pay thousands of dollars just take a picture.
No, I just meant as far as calling it a prize.
Yeah, I think it's a status.
Men who don't see it as a prize maybe it's because they get it quite often.
Well,
it's not really a prize.
Well, think about this, right? If a woman is beautiful, you see a beautiful woman, and the guy be like, yeah, I hit that. That's like that's like a imaginary trophy.
But beautiful to who? Because my thing is, every man got a difference in beauty right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because you may consider a dime, I may say that's a 6.5, and vice versa. I believe it's only a few women and men out there that are universally just dimes.
Universal dime.
Universal dimes. It's a few out there.
I don't believe in that.
I'm saying like few that no matter what, all three of us say that's a dime.
Yeah.
And we see her. Cause like for me, I know I'm gonna get shot for this. I always say this. I get beat in the head for it. But like Beyonce ain't no dime to me.
Nah, I agree.
No,
But you know the people out there. Oh,
there's
Beyonce.
no dime. I don't believe that there's a dime out, and you could be a solid 9.
A solid 9.
Yeah,
But I'm
no
saying,
dime.
but it's only a few universal solid 9 that all of us agree that that's what we looking at.
Yeah.
We all see the same beauty.
I had that debate
Maya.
yesterday about Beyonce. I was like, nah. I think they were like, what about Beyonce? Is Beyonce fine? She's like, she all right. I'm like, what about Rihanna? I said, I'll pick Rihanna over Beyonce.
Maya.
Maya.
She's a solid 9.
That's what I'm saying. Maya is probably one of the few women that we all can say that
Yeah.
She's a solid 9.
solid.
What about Ashanti?
I give Ashanti.
Yeah.
I like Ashanti a lot.
9?
Ashanti, yeah.
Yeah, Ashanti.
Yeah.
She hasn't changed a bit
At all.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
She got thicker, but that's
Thicker,
it.
yeah.
That's about it. And thinking all the right
Same type
spots
of
too.
person, laughing, personality, all that stuff.
I like this episode here. We talked about the modern man and the traditional man. And we also touched on the fact that, man, we got to pay attention more in that whole selfishness that we try to pretend that we got.
Yeah.
Let's not show it. And I think that's another thing that's about modern men, though. I don't want to say we in touch with our feelings, but we notice them. Like, we know they're there.
Oh, yeah.
And we pay attention. We're not in touch with it. Sometimes a lot of us are not emotionally mature yet. That comes with time.
Yeah.
But I do believe that the younger generation, they understand that part about themselves.
Yeah, and modern men know what they deserve. Right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think. That's the big knuckle head butt right there is that modern women, traditional women, what do you want to call it?
Mm-hmm.
They know they already been told they deserve from birth as a woman. You already know what you be. But now men are coming to a situation like, wait a minute, you got way more education than I do, especially in the African American community. It's more educated black women out there. You making just as much, if not more than me.
Mm-hmm.
We can build an empire together. We work together. It ain't just about me getting your body and me getting you. I'm a catch too because I am here, especially if you're an educated or successful man. I got something too. I'm a catch too because ain't many of me out there. Like you said, supply and demand. Ain't that many of us out there that no criminal background records, no this professional job, got our shit together, quote unquote, to the best of our ability. It's not many of us out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think modern men are learning like, wait a minute, we'll catch too.
Yeah. Modern men know that, if you want something, you got to put effort into it. You put effort into what you desire. And if a woman doesn't do that to him, he's out. A lot of women don't want to put effort into a good man because, number one, they feel that men are in abundance, which is not true.
Not a good man. Men are in abundance.
Yeah, men are in abundance, but a good man, yeah.
A good man is not. And that's why a lot of y'all out there getting your heart broken or going through 3 and 4 relationships before you're 40 because there's not a lot of good men out there.
Yeah. And it honestly, the pool for good men for women is small. Like think about the black community, right? Let's say out of 100% of black men in America, how many of those men are? What percentage of men are in jail? What percent of men like women?
I might.
What percent of those men probably,
Are single.
Are single, yeah. What percent of those men, if and now we're going to like requirements, because women got their requirements. What percent of those men are over 6 foot? What percentage of those men make six figures? What percent of those men don't have any kids? Now, that pool of men,
And then
It's shrunken.
it's shrunk. And then now you hoping that small 0.6% of men out there that you looking for are all emotionally ready to get in a relationship.
yeah, exactly.
Because those men may not be willing to be in a relationship
Right.
or have already been in one, and then
They need a
clean
break.
Then they cleaning time frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So God, shit. Yeah, you right.
And so that's why, I said men shouldn't chase women. Women should chase men because the supply and demand is very small for them.
I agree with you, but also we just said though that small percentage of good men shouldn't chase women.
Yeah, that's small. Yeah.
Now, if you ain't got your shit together and
Oh, yeah.
you living in your
Yeah.
grandma's house because
okay.
you in your mama in the bedroom and you still paying like just the cell phone bill and
Yeah.
you ain't got your life all planned out. Yeah, you gotta chase you a good woman.
Yeah.
You gonna have to find you a good woman somewhere if you're gonna chase them, and you have to date the hell out of their ass.
But if your life together, you attract, and then the women will pass you up just because they don't want to get rejected or they feel that they shouldn't have to, try to talk to a guy, put effort into him.
I don't think Apollo agree with us.
chill.
I don't think he agree with us.
Oh man.
But with that being said, we haven't had one in a while.
Joke of the day.
The joke of the day.
Yeah, it has been a while. Did you have something that you talked about?
Well,
You said
before we
you
go to joke of the day, I'm not sure if it's tasty or not, but I got a question for you guys. Do they have a special toilet paper for blind people? How do they know they're clean?
What do you mean? The toilet paper or them?
Yeah, themselves. Like, how do they know? How do they know they've wiped it? Because I don't know about
When
y'all.
it, when
like,
it ain't slide no more.
Yeah.
When that paper ain't slide no more and it gets rough.
Honestly.
Yeah, hopefully you got it all.
So when the paper turn to braille,
Yeah. When it start to get rough, that means all of it's gone. You just keep wiping.
When it start burning.
Yeah.
that's a lot of wiping.
Ain't no baby wipes for them.
Yeah.
They can't afford to use the baby wipes.
Either that or they smell really bad. They got skid marks in the underwear.
I would assume they just keep wiping until they turn to a Brillo pad.
I assume they got skid marks in the underwear.
Unless there's somebody out there wiping.
Look like
wiping
somebody
people's asses for
just
them.
peeled off.
But that's what I'm
There
saying.
might be money in that.
Is that a
That
profession?
might be a business.
You wiping asses for a living?
I ain't doing that. Nah, I ain't
Steve
doing
want to
that
pay you $250,000
wipe his ass?
to be on standby to wipe his ass.
shit. To be on standby?
Yeah.
All right. If I'll be
You
on
have a shift.
I'll be on standby. But as soon as I want to get paid. But as soon as I get called to duty, I'll quit.
You just get that first get that first initial hourly
Yeah.
check.
Hey, did
Yep.
he eat today? Yeah, I'm not gonna work today. I'm calling him.
He had beans. Oh no, Taco Bell. Nah, he had that Wendy's breakfast.
I'm
You
calling
better,
him.
you better get that money, man. Get that money, man.
Uh-uh.
$250,000, baby.
No, I'm straight. See, all money is not good money.
It's not. It's not.
Shit,
It's not.
respectable. How you gonna tell someone? Like, what do you do? I take
clean
care of a lot of
off
shit.
asses.
Like I take care of a lot of shit. Really? For who? For Stevie Wonder. I guess you could say that.
Oh, how so? What kind of things you do?
Just little this, little that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what? Like what do you have to do for Stevie Wonder, man? Like,
Gotta wipe his
does
ass,
he
damn
have-
it.
Yeah, I know, right? They gonna go in like I want to know how Stevie Wonder still make money aside from his residuals.
I don't really want to go into detail, but it's
I had to sign an NDA.
yeah.
That's a good way out of it. That's a good way out of it. NDA.
Wow. That's how you get your trips to Dubai.
I heard rumors about those trips to Dubai.
Yeah.
I know them to be true.
Oh,
Like, can I sit on your face and defecate on you? That's some nasty shit.
I've heard people who've had firsthand. I've talked to people who've had not firsthand occurrence, but spoken to the people that have had firsthand.
And they
Those
desperate
trip
for
to
money.
Dubai's ain't just regular trips for some people, especially if it's just women going,
Dang.
not a couple. So
Yeah, that's true. I don't.
Stay here in America then.
If a chick didn't go to Dubai with her guy friends, or she ain't save up for that trip to go with her girlfriends, I'm
if it's
straight.
abrupt, like damn, I didn't know you was making money like that.
That should be a date question. Have you been in
You
Dubai?
been to Dubai?
And who did you go with?
Yep.
Oh, me and my girlfriend's cool. All
Nope.
right then. Check, please.
Yep. Well, you got to figure how did she pay for it? Somebody bought the trip for me. Yeah, that's when you get the check.
Yeah. Check, please.
Yep.
She could lie and say she didn't. She pay for it for herself though.
Oh shit.
I'd prefer to hit it off right at the head as soon as you say Dubai, just the
Does it?
girls.
But
We don't have to go in detail.
But
Check,
women
please.
women brag about not paying for trips. So she's gonna say, "Yeah, I didn't pay for the trip to Dubai." They really brag about that.
I don't know. Yeah, they do, but
And
if
she
they
is-
trying to quote unquote court you back, I don't think they're revealing that secret.
See, only women that court you back, those women that like you. Women that don't court you, they just expect you to pay, and
They'll brag about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Anyhow, the joke.
But the joke, why did the snowman go to the carrot patch?
Why does some man go to the carrot patch?
Not even gonna guess. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Snowman and carrot. Oh, because he's nosy.
No,
Damn, that was a good one.
that was a good one.
Yeah.
But it was to pick his nose.
Ah, damn it! I knew it was around there somewhere.
Pick his nose.
See, if
Not
that was a
bad.
multiple choice test, I would have picked that one.
That would have came up.
Yeah.
If I gave you a couple more minutes and then a set of answers already pre-picked answers, you'd have picked that.